Well, it's January, which means we're entering award season. The Golden Globes aired to a whimper yesterday. There wasn't any of the winners who made the news. Oppenheimer and Barbie won big, by the way. It was host Joe Coy's opening monologue. Some panned the comedian's jokes. It's just not very funny. Take a look.
The big difference between the Golden Globes and the NFL, on the Golden Globes, we have fewer camera shots of Taylor Swift. I swear. There's just more to go to here. Sorry about that.
Coy wasn't the only controversial comedian that night. Jim Gaffigan made a joke poking fun at the seemingly pedophilic predilections of Hollywood's elite. Let's watch.
The Golden Globes. I mean, I can't even believe I'm in the entertainment industry. I can't. It's so unlikely. I'm from a small town in Indiana. I'm not a pedophile.
So Jim Gaffigan is hilarious. He's very funny. It's the deadpan delivery. That joke was great. It landed. The host, so I didn't watch a single second of the Golden Globes, neither did you.
No.
I don't think. So I'm just kind of catching up what the conversation was like on social media. Joe Coy's performance seems like it was very poorly received. And when we say like the jokes weren't funny, people might be thinking that means, oh, it was too ideological in one way or something. It seems like most people just thought it was just straight up not funny. Not funny because it offended the romp. It was just like not well delivered, and including that clip we saw there.
I'm glad you're saying it wasn't funny. If I say a joke isn't funny, it's because I'm a
woman.
Wokeness. No, it's because I'm a woman and I don't understand what comedy is.
Well, women aren't funny.
Yeah. As it's what I'm told frequently whenever we have a conversation about a comedian in the comment section. But that aside, I would agree with you. What he kept saying, or I don't know if he said this during the show or if it was just summarized online afterward.
I think he said it during the show. I know what you're going to say.
But that he didn't write many of the jokes, and that he wasn't responsible for the jokes that bombed, that those were the ones that he did not write, and that he was hired pretty late in the game to do this because nobody else wanted the job. So that might be true, but I don't think that puts you in a sympathetic position for a couple of reasons. One, you're completely throwing the other joke writers under the bus who are helping you to prepare for a huge gig for which you're being paid a lot of money. And two, it's your responsibility as a comedian to make jokes funny. I mean, I think part of the issue with the Taylor Swift joke, look, Taylor Swift is going to roll her eyes at a joke at her expense. That's to be expected. But if you deliver even a joke like that in a certain way, you get the audience to side with you as opposed to Taylor Swift. He was running away from the joke as he was delivering
100%. You could tell he didn't have faith in the joke. So then they should have just cut it during rehearsal or whatever. He should have vetoed it. If you're going to do that joke, just do it.
Commit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think it wasn't like it wasn't an offensive joke. Maybe she doesn't like to be mentioned at all. No, it was a good joke. But it was fine.
I mean, everyone knows she's dating an NFL player, and right now, if you watch a Kansas City Chief game, the commentators are obsessed with Taylor Swift, and if she attends the game, it's all camera shots of her. Like, it's a very relatable, well-constructed, good joke. It's not like the joke of the century, but it should have been a light, easy gotcha. But he seemed to care more about whether or not he offended Taylor Swift than whether or not he could deliver a joke in a way that was funny. It was not Chris Rock going in on Will Smith's wife's alopecia. Right. It was not a joke that was going to get him slapped. Taylor Swift was not going to stomp on the stage with her gown Kanye style and say, I'm going to let you finish, and then backhand him the way that Will Smith did at the Oscars. So why he was so timid about it and why he would be so skittish having just accepted that role, I think, is a real problem.
Yeah, the joke about Epstein reminded me of, I wish maybe so we have a wonderful writing team that we would never throw under the bus. They're super talented. They're working diligently right now. And as I continue to stonewall, maybe they can think about whether we have the rights to play the clip I'm about to describe. And if so, you guys can cue it up and do it. The Ricky Gervais speech at the Golden Globes when he hosted in, I believe, 2020, he had a hilarious comments about Epstein, where the audience, like, he made a joke about Epstein and it didn't go over super well, and he said, "Oh, I know he's your friend, but I don't care." It was so good, and he told him to just accept your award and then get out of here, and it was really good delivery. It was the kind of he was manifesting actual contempt for the people of Hollywood. Maybe we can play some of it if they do in fact have it.
In this room are some of the most important TV and film executives in the world. People from every background, but they all have one thing in common. They're all terrified of Ronan Farrow. He's coming for you. He's coming for you. Look, talking of all you perverts, it was a big year. It was a big year for paedophile movies. Surviving R. Kelly, Leaving Neverland, Two Popes. Shut up. Shut up. I don't care. I don't care. No one cares about movies anymore. No one goes to the cinema. No one really watches network TV. Everyone's watching Netflix. This show should just be me coming out going, well done, Netflix, you win everything. Good night. But no, we got to drag it out for 3 hours. You could binge watch the entire first season of Afterlife instead of watching this show. That's a show about a man who wants to kill himself because his wife dies of cancer. And it's still more fun than this, okay? Spoiler alert, season 2 is on the way. So in the end, he obviously didn't kill himself. Just like Jeffrey Epstein. Shut up. I know he's your friend, but I don't care. You had to make your own way here in your own plane, didn't you? So...
See, that is a good monologue, right?
It was funny. That was very good. Also, Afterlife is a pretty good show.
Yeah, so it can be done. I don't know. I think these award shows have diminishing importance if they ever. I think they have like worse and worse viewership numbers every year. I don't know.
Yeah, I think people just watch clips online is the issue. I mean, I didn't watch the Golden Globes. I did watch the lead female actor from the big Native American Osage County
Flowers
movie,
of the Killer Moon.
I watched her speech. I watched a couple of other speeches. Killers of the Flower Moon. And that's all I really need. I mean, these things are so long. You care about finding what the results are. I mean, I think that the awards are necessary and good because I think that these people deserve recognition. But I don't, like, who has time at this stage on a Sunday night to spend 3 hours? I mean, I was riding a radar, Robbie.
Yeah. That took you at least 3 hours.
I was riding for 3 hours.
Yeah, I was like, wow, this is going on here. I had time to binge the entire Afterlife show while sitting at this computer.
Yeah.
So, and also, like, if I'm going to watch an award show, I'm probably just going to watch the Oscars, like the Golden, I don't know if that's just the Golden Globes is the other one of slightly less importance, I think.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Any upsets for you? Was something you were pulling for that didn't make it or vice versa?
So I'm rooting for Oppenheimer. I love Cillian Murphy. I love Christopher Nolan. Oppenheimer was very good. I don't think it was my favorite movie ever. I don't even think it was Christopher Nolan's best movie, but he should be recognized, and I'm a big fan in general, and him and Cillian Murphy deserve all the awards they're going to get. So I was very happy to see them win. I was happy to see Barbie notch a couple victories. Succession, I love Succession. I think it might be slightly overpraised at this point. It won
Impossible.
It cleaned up. Look, I like it. I'm not saying it's great. I don't know if it's the greatest thing of all time.
Succession.
It got as many awards as like Mad Men and The Sopranos. I don't put it in the same.
It deserves it.
No, I don't put it in the same category.
Succession is better than Mad Men 100%.
No, it's not.
Scad's better.
Agree.
There's not a single episode of Mad Men that holds a candle to the most middling episode of Succession. I still feel very strongly about this. And I liked Mad Men perfectly fine. Okay. But Succession was a masterpiece.
I mean, I really liked it, but anyway, it was. So we'll see if this. How it goes down at the Oscars, which are later this month or next month?
Who can tell? We'll be here to tell you about it.
The producers will tell us next morning when we haven't watched it and say, gather your thoughts. Wait, real quick, who are the people that were supposedly fighting at the Golden Globes? Or there was a tense
Timothy Chalamet
conversation.
Business?
Was it about little Timmy C?
So Timothy Chalamet and the Jenner. The youngest, Kylie Jenner, are dating, obviously. There were a lot of camera shots of them very intimately talking to each other in a way that was, depending on how you feel about the couple, very cute or nauseating. You decide, whatever. But apparently Selena Gomez went over and wanted to take a picture with Timothy Chalamet. We know this from lip reading her after she was denied that opportunity, and she went back to talk about it with, I think, Taylor Swift and a bunch of her friends who were scandalized that she was shut down in this way. So. Important news.
It's like kindergarten all over again. That does it for us for today. Tomorrow on Rising, more news for you from us. Imagine that.
Be sure to like, share, and subscribe so you never miss any content. And for those who prefer to listen while you're on the go, we're now available anywhere you listen to podcasts.
Bye-bye.
Take care.